I'm Tom Nichols, and I'm joined today by Channel 2 Sports Director Jack Pohl. And Jack, against one of the league's better pitching staffs, the Dragons offense now starting to show some signs of life.
They certainly are, Tom. You know, went through that stretch there where they had like 7 shutouts. They were shut out 7 times in a couple of weeks span. Well, things are beginning to look a little better. They have scored 6 runs on Friday night, another 4 runs last night. Now, that's the first time since April 10th and 11th that the Dragons have scored 4 or more runs in back-to-back games. Certainly a building block to get this offense back on track.
Some new additions, Jack. We've added Gavin LaValle, and Raydel Medina's helped.
Yeah, well, Medina's been a real big spark coming in. Now, he's only played in 4 games, but he has certainly made the most of it, batting .333. 3 extra base hits already, Tom, a couple of doubles and a triple. He has certainly been good. You talk about Gavin LaValle. Dragon fans may remember him last year, his stint at third base. He is the number 2 prospect position player on the Dayton Dragons roster. He's looking to add a spark. Just 1 for 7 so far, but you got to believe he's ready to have a big breakout game, and hopefully that's this afternoon.
Now, one thing we know is defense is going to continue to be a key. There was a costly mistake last night. It hurt some.
Well, it did, because it was the key game play of the ball game. But the Dragons have actually played pretty good defensively on this homestand. Only 2 errors, but when they have botched it, it's been at bad time. And last night was one of those key examples of that.
The pitching matchup tonight will look like this for the Dragons. It's going to be right-hander Austin Orweiler. He's been a reliever, now a starter. No wins, 2 losses. Good ERA of 3.20 on the year. And for Great Lakes, right-hander Dennis Santana, a record of 0-4, an ERA of 2.36, has not gotten much run support despite a pretty good earned run average. So that'll be our pitching matchup for tonight. Talking about Austin Orweiler, we asked the Dragons pitching coach Darren Ebert to tell us about the keys for Orweiler.
For him to be the exact same thing like you just said, he attacks the zone, he's not afraid of contact. And guys that are like that are going to be successful when they have confidence in what they're throwing. They throw pitches with conviction. Normally, they end up on the better side of things. And like you said, he doesn't walk a lot of guys. Attacks the strike zone. He's learning to throw that breaking ball over the plate a little bit more. We're trying to mix in more changeups. He does throw the changeup. I'd like to see him mix it in a little bit more. But he's in that building process of working his way into the rotation and make himself a solidified starter here.
Our broadcast today is sponsored by Voss, built on trust, driven by integrity. Jack Pohl and I will be back with the lineups and the first pitch and play-by-play when we come back on Dragons Television. Tonight's game is sponsored by Voss Auto Network, DP&L, Courtyard by Marriott Dayton South, Greater Ohio Virtual School, iWorks Laser and Vision Center, Varmint Guard, Dayton Sinus Institute, Pizza Hut, In-N-Out Java, and SVG Motors.
At DP&L, our job is to serve the Miami Valley. You can count on us to continue to provide your family with power so your lives can stay up and running. We're Dayton Power and Light.
Work in one of the most spectacular cities all day. Enjoy one of the greatest atmospheres in baseball. Check in, slip into a comfy patio seat, or enjoy the pool. Finally, relax in our newly renovated guest rooms that include free Wi-Fi. Join us at Courtyard Marriott Dayton South, located only 7 miles from Fifth Third Field. Courtyard Marriott. It's a new stay.
Greater Ohio Virtual School is an alternative to traditional schooling that provides a flexible approach to learning. Greater Ohio Virtual School is a free public online school for grades 7 through 12 and provides free face-to-face tutoring for all students. If this sounds like something you're interested in, talk with your parents and check us out on the web at mygovs.com for more information and to see if the Greater Ohio Virtual School is the right school for you. Greater Ohio Virtual School, a new way to learn at home.
DP&L is continually investing in our electrical systems so that you can keep your power on, your lives running, and your family happy, because you deserve the very best. We're Dayton Power and Light.
Back at Fifth Third Field, sponsored today by Boss Auto Network. Our choir from New Carlisle Elementary performing today's national anthem. And let's take a look at the starting lineup in batting order. First off for the Great Lakes Loons, managed by Gil Velasquez. Their record 15 wins, 18 losses. They're in 7th place, 5.5 games out of first in the East Division. For the Loons today, leading off in center field, Ariel Sandoval. Omar Estevez will bat second. He'll play shortstop. Hitting third at first base, Edwin Rios. Matt Jones had a home run last night. He'll bat fourth and be the designated hitter. Batting fifth in right field, Logan Landon. Brant Whiting will hit sixth. They'll do the catching. Batting seventh at third base, Jimmy Perez. Hitting eighth at second base, Cristian Gomez. And batting ninth, playing left field, Davey Castillo. The Dragons pitcher today is right-hander Austin Orweiler out of Rice University, a 14th round draft pick a year ago by the Reds. Makes his offseason home in Galveston, Texas, 6'2", 205 pounds. He made 5 relief appearances before moving to the starting rotation. He's made 3 starts. This will be number 4 today. No wins, 2 losses. ERA, though, pretty good, better than the league average. It's at .320 for Orweiler. 25 innings, 29 hits allowed, but only 6 walks and only 6 strikeouts. So he is a pitch-to-contact guy. He's done a good job, Jack Pohl. The Dragons gave him a spot start, and now he's up to his 4th start, so he's done well enough to maintain that starting position.
Well, isn't that what single-A baseball is all about? And developing players, taking advantage of opportunities. And it's never good when a teammate goes down, but in the minor leagues, you want to take advantage of any situation you have to show what you can do. And he has done that. And like you said, this is a team, we talked about the Dragons defensively playing a little bit better on this homestand, but when they've had errors, it's been costly. Hopefully they can just keep those errors at a minimum today, because the ball's going to be in play, as you mentioned. Just 6 walks and 6 strikeouts, he's going to put it in play. But he has definitely taken advantage of his opportunity as a starter, and let's hope he can get another good chance to get out there and put up some good numbers today.
Ariel Sandoval, the center fielder, leads it off against Austin Orweiler as we're set to go. The plate umpire is Greg Romer. Jose Metamoris on the bases, and the first pitch in for a strike, and we are underway.
Orweiler hopefully has a good outing today, because Wednesday is his birthday. He'll be 23 years old on Wednesday.
This one lined out the left field. It's going to fall in front of the left fielder Shields, knocks it down, and will pick it up quickly and get it back in, and he holds the hitter Sandoval to a single.
When you are fast the way Shields is, every ball you think is playable. And his first 2 steps, you could tell on that play, he was thinking about making that play and just didn't quite, at the very last second, said, I'm not going to be able to get this one.
Zach Shields is out in left. Shane Martirosian gets his first career professional start in center. Ray Del Medina in right field as Omar Estevez stands in. Runner goes. The throw down has a chance, and he is out at second base. Tyler Stevenson, the Dragons catcher today, nails Sandoval, trying to steal second base.
Well, we talked about LaValle being the number 2 prospect position player. Well, there's your number 1, and here's a good reason why. Stevenson, just a gun of an arm. Not a really good break at first base, but Stevenson showing it off there.
Omar Estevez takes a breaking ball outside, 1-1. So 1 out, base is now empty. Estevez, the youngest player in the league, born in Cuba. He defected to Haiti. Swing and a miss at a good fastball from Orweiler, and it's 1-2.
You know, when you're struggling at the plate like Stevenson has been doing, adjusting to the pro game here on a little bit bigger stage than last year, you got to keep it up defensively, and he did that on that play.
This one looped toward the middle. That'll fall, base hit.
He's a fun guy to watch, isn't he, Jack?
He is certainly a fun guy to watch, and any guy that throws 95, 97 miles an hour and his fastball isn't his best pitch, you know he is going to be fun to watch, because he can drop that curve on you. You know, you talk about Shed Long today, obviously Stevenson's triple, the 2 big plays we're going to think about, and obviously those led to the victory. But, you know, there were little things done throughout this game. Hernandez not so little, but Brantley Bell, I think laying down that bunt, you know, that's easier said than done. Set up Shed Long to get that double, to get both runs in and tie the baseball game up. Also, don't forget Bell in the very next half inning makes a great stop at third, takes his time, throws the runner out, keeps the bases empty. Little things like that throughout the ball game. There are other examples, but little things like that I think make a big difference. And when you come from behind and you're a team that's struggling to begin with, this is a big win, and this is a win that those players can take that off day tomorrow and think, you know what, we're not as bad as our record. We can improve. We can be better. A lot of guys are going to start hitting at some point. You'd like to believe they're just not going to bat at under 200 all season. At least you hope not, and I don't think they will. Hopefully they come together at just the right time. But I think the Dragons did big things today, but they did little things today, and that made a big difference in the ballgame.
We'll be back with some final comments, start to build on what's happened so far.
No question, this was a huge weekend for that because it's 3 straight games, Tom, that this team has put runs on the board. And we all know what happened early in this month, 7 shutouts over a couple of weeks span, and it was really difficult. Now suddenly 6 runs, 4 runs, 5 runs, a couple victories. This is a team that's offense is getting better and better, and I think they're doing well.